video, we're going to take a look at adding audio to your animation. So let's begin by looking at my example, and you can start an example too. So just have a background and then some animation on the second layer. You might want to pause this video and do that before you continue. So what I have here in my animation is just this bird here that I got from Assets, this macaw, and it's just flying from off the screen on the right hand side onto this vine on the 40th frame, and then it stays there. And I have an action here that stops the video, a stop action here that stops this animation from looping, so it just ends there. So let's take a look at what that looks like. So the bird flies in, stops at the vine, and then it stops. Okay. So what I would like to do is actually add some sound to this audio. I'm sorry, to this animation. So if I go to sound clips, you see that there's tons here. So I'm going to search for some kind of a forest background sound. And here we have animals, ambient. So I'm going to click on it to see what that sounds like. I don't know if you can hear that. It sounds like a rainforest to me. So I'm going to add that in there. I like it, so I stop playing that, and then I'm going to click and drag it onto the screen. Actually, I'm going to make sure that before I do that, I'm going to make sure that my scrubber is in the keyframe that I want it to be, okay, in the beginning, and then I'm going to click and drag it there. And okay, there we go. Then I have this here. Okay, so now I have this ambient sound play, so let's go see what that looks like. There we go. And next I'm going to actually add a bird sound when the bird stops on the vine. So I'm going to go to here in my search and enter bird. And I'm going to go listen to different birds here. No, that's not the one I want. Not quite. Oh, I like that last one. So I'm going to go and bring my scrubber to where that bird stops on the vine here, and I'm going to click and drag that audio clip onto the stage, and it should begin there then, right? So I'm just going to go here and click on that, okay? Then I'm going to go over to properties, and you can see that this is going to repeat just once, so it's just going to sound just once. So let's go see what that sounds like. So the background noise, the bird stops, and then it just chirps once. So if I wanted it to chirp a few times, then I can go over here to my sound, make sure I'm on properties, and repeat it maybe 5 times. So X5. Now let's go see what that sounds like. So background noise. There's one thing though, I would like my bird to continue flapping, and it doesn't flap anymore because I have the stop action here at the very end when its wings are down. So I'm actually going to go to that stop action there, to actions, and Control X, take that out. Oh, actually, I'm going to highlight that, Control X, take that out. And I'm going to go over to the macaw here, the bird here actually. And then let's see what happens when I place that stop action there. Oops. Control V, stop. Okay. Go. So let's go see what that looks like. Okay, so it stops with the wings up. So there's something we can do to make this bird continue flapping its wings even after the stop action. And that one thing that we can do is to make this into a movie clip. So when you click on the bird right now, you'll see that this is a graphic symbol. Okay, you can also go into the library, here we go, and see that it's a graphic symbol. This is a graphic symbol. All right, so what we can do right now is go in here, right click, properties, and change that into a movie clip and go OK. Okay, now you can see the icon here, it's a movie clip symbol. So you can go to properties and double check that. So click on the bird, it still says it's a graphic because this was created prior to you changing it into a movie clip symbol. So that's okay. So click on the bird in frame 1 and go to movie clip. And of course you have to go to the second keyframe there. Click on the bird in the 40th frame and go movie clip. Okay, and now let's go take a look. It stops there, chirps, and it continues flapping its wings. So that looks a lot better than having its wings completely stop, right? All right, so in this video, to recap, we took a look at inserting audio clips from assets, okay? And you see that each audio clip is on its own timeline. Okay, we can determine when it starts by setting the keyframe at where we want it to begin, okay? And also you can go to each audio clip, go to the properties, and change how many times it repeats. You can also go to this drop down and just say loop. When you loop it, it just means it will just go on forever. Of course, there's many other effects too. You can have it fade in, fade out, okay? You can also sync it to start or stop. So I advise you to play around with these, as much as you need to. Experiment in this little class activity here. You do not need to submit this. In the next video, I'm going to show you how you can record something and then insert it into your animation.